Meanwhile, this is an adult bull shark. Fast, fierce, and armed quite literally to the teeth, she has little to fear here in the Gulf. The predator's 350 fearsome teeth are put on full display. Exhibiting behavior more common to a thresher shark, this bull makes creative use of her powerful tail. The bull's speed is astounding for a large marine predator. A breaching shark is a rare, calorie-intensive spectacle. While it is well known that sharks feed on mollusks, fish, and seals, less discussed is their propensity to feed on food. It must be emphasized that this sort of targeted violence is quite unusual for a shark.
That shark needs a good whack on their nose. Go get him, Chad. How you doing there, shark? Hey, we. She putting up a fight for sure. I ain't playing no more. Catch me this shark myself. Oh, look at them teeth. Oh, she gonna make quite a mantelpiece. Got us some dinner coming, boys. Let's get her up on deck, huh?
A famous big game hunter once posited that after an animal had tasted human flesh, it forsakes its natural prey in a deadly single-minded search for the most dangerous game. A shark is never one to pass up a fat fiesta. With no abdominal muscles to hold him in place, the shark's intestines become ungainly out of water. The shark returns to the grotto to focus on personal transformation. I have one of those new pop-up tub stoppers at home, and let me tell you, those things are just a magnet for air and debris. Bull shark is an animal of broad dietary proclivities. The muskellunge, or muskie, is a freshwater fish commonly found throughout the Great Lakes region, so I have no idea what it's doing here. Takes quick, evasive action. Over the course of a bull shark's life, it will ingest quite a broad assortment of flotsam and jetsam. The predatory scavenger is often quite content to dine on whatever wastes fall to the ocean floor. A clock would hardly be the strangest thing ever retrieved from a crocodile's mouth. Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world. Sometimes even sharks just need to dirty bone. I used to buy Sunshine sunscreen until I read it contains 7 hormone-disrupting chemicals and palm oil. Sharks' propensity to clear the ocean of its assorted detritus is one of their most valuable functions. While adorable, these soft-stuff mascots don't provide much in the way of nutritional value. While it can be fun to explore the land, it's always best for sharks to stay wet and oxygenated. Random mutations aren't random. They require large amounts of mutagens as a catalyst. Hunger is a driving force for the bull shark. Someone should have taken a gun safety class. In spite of their reputations as wrestlers, alligators haven't mastered the nuances of scientific holds like the... Fawtick Bayou has long been the favorite go-to spot for catfishing. The Cajuns that fish and trap here don't use depth finders or GPSs. They know this bayou by heart. Despite the catfish's highly developed auditory system, lab tests revealed they still prefer CDs over vinyl. Mutagen 23 is certainly heating up the evolutionary arms race. The overhunting of Fawtick's keystone predators has led to a superabundance of catfish, which is just fine by local bully Rosie the alligator. If a group of consenting adults wants to perform cryptic rites to shadow forth the prophecy of the great old ones, who am I to judge? Caviar Star Key features painted sails, a luxury 5-star resort built over the remains of Tunamacha, a pre-Columbian city that was once host to the most advanced civilization in ancient America. The peace of the grotto enables the shark to approach the world with greater confidence and effectiveness. Anyone who has delved into the stomach contents of a shark is acutely aware that they'll eat just about anything. Bull sharks have a habit of gobbling up anything that finds its way into the water. Some sharks are scavengers, indiscriminately consuming anything that's vaguely edible. Prosperity Sands features glittering white beaches fenced off. Port Clovis considered removing these naval mines after the war, but the city had already spent its annual budget booking a Nickelback cover band for the 4th of July. Every summer, Port Clovis plays host to the Megasonic Electro Carnival, giving a real boost to the local MDI industry. Like many animals, sharks need to breathe to live. This mineral supplement wouldn't be necessary if this shark ate a more nutritious, well-balanced diet. A successful casino heist is made even harder when you drive off the road into the ocean and drown. After the end of the tiki craze, bar owners toss their Polynesian-inspired decor into the Gulf, where their kitschy charm is completely lost on native marine life. Golden Shores was built as vacation residences for wealthy out-of-towners, with spectacular ocean views, private beach. Upon using this medication, if you experience priapism, do not attempt to improvise your own surgical shot. This shark understands that she needs to eat essential minerals to stay healthy and grow. The likelihood of catastrophic risk scenarios wasn't really considered when developers built a golf course in a flood zone. In the not-so-distant future, a young visionary entrepreneur will spot these 3 shells while snorkeling and revolutionize after-toilet care. they appreciate human sacrifices, the eldritch gods of yore are seldom enthused about being summoned to Port Clovis. This trimaran, like many before it, was lost in its journey to the mythological dry land. When it was discovered that their Stonehenge replica was astronomically misaligned, enraged Port Clovians threw it in the ocean. There is a very real risk of drowning while surfing, but at least you'll leave behind a cool-looking skeleton. Blah, blah, blah. Late-stage capitalism. Yes, it's quite beautiful here. Unfortunately, bull sharks can't see color. As a result of industrial pollution and sewage wastewater, Dead Horse Lake was designated a Superfund site in 1996. A shark's gills are not designed to function out of water. As with many social movements, the annual Driftwood Man Festival purports to foster progressive change, but it's really just an excuse for hippies to flout public nudity laws. The spring of '73 was a magical time in Port Clovis, when local favorite Trash Talk placed 20th in the Derby, and the city placed first in the country for petty theft. Protein caches like this one are a convenient and tasty way for sharks to increase their protein intake. While most know him as the friendly face of Captain Winky's Fish and Chips, in real life, the pirate was a genocidal monster who murdered and enslaved thousands. Until local police departments settle a dispute over jurisdiction, these two remain a popular attraction for selfie-seeking snorkelers. The bull retreats to the grotto for refuge and quiet reflection. The artist spent 16 years building this sculpture out of trash pulled from the lake, only to have it thrown back in the lake by intoxicated locals. This shark is a sort of super scavenger, completely lacking in what may be called dietary discrimination. In the kill or be killed world of the sea, performance-enhancing mutagens provide benefits that could mean the difference between life and death. The bull shark is able to escape serious injury. So long as the breath of several grouper have made a home near the retired nuclear cooling towers. This is a great opportunity for the shark to test the theory that exposure to gamma rays gives you superpowers. We appreciate the grant from Sunshine Solutions that made this show possible. We'd also like to remind viewers that mass cloning and gene editing for today's military is safer than ever. Since the mid-20th century, an increasing number of oceanographers have warned about uncontrolled development of the sea. Quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks. Shark versus dolphin, orca versus giant squid. Boat versus pylon. When establishing dominance, the contest is usually a deadly one, with survival as the prize. The threats to our ocean seem overwhelming, but by working together now, we can ensure that future generations always have a place to dump their old tires. Waste little time hitting the water when a shark becomes a threat.
Kinda regular there, Flamingo Joes. People say it's a tourist trap. But it's the only place to get a decent Sazerac that don't have one of that do not serve list.
The scourge of the swampland, Bayou Willie.
Ow!
Despite Port Clovis's best efforts, the aquatic beast refuses to be tamed. shark hunters will not give up on finding their prey, at least until things quiet down or they run out of hard liquor.
Bull sharks, baby.
How about this? I got all day. That's our
While hunting bull sharks was made illegal in 1997, many shark hunters get around the rule by not killing them. The bartender life ender, Bobby Bojangles. The bull shark obstinately digs in as the conflict escalates. Shark bounties became commonplace here after the previous mayor's practice of hiring Fijian shark charmers proved largely ineffective.
Put down this shark, huh?
Time is running out for our shark. Hunters are on the water bringing their explosive. The savage shrimper, Pookie Ball.
Shark assignment on Dead Horse Lake.
radio says we got a new bounty.
Things are getting heated in this war of attrition between man and nature.
Quit your hat. I just know you're here. Should have brought my fish finder. This is our least favorite part of the job. Least favorite part of the job. Well, I'm sure y'all dead.
Port Clovis has grown bored of the hunt, leaving our shark to fight another day. I would like to assure the Antolini crime family that this footage will in no way be used in the final edit of our program. Handyman special overlooking breathtaking panoramic lake views. Open living with vintage appeal. Call Deborah. solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment. The needle-toothed nightmare, the barracuda. While most recognize it as the title of a classic rock radio staple, did you know that it's also a fish? Well, it's true. Is the only thing keeping clean.
I'm not an ornithologist, but I think it's probably a bad idea to get you into those natural migration cycles. Just saying.
In spite of terms like card shark and many a child run away to the sea with a head full of romantic notions of dynamiting sharks on the top. Longevity depends on her nimbleness. The fishing phenom, Candyman Curtis. Throwing caution to the wind, the big fish escalates his battle against Port Clovis. Sharks in their place, hunters ensure they'll stay in their lane, so we don't have a Planet of the Apes situation on our hands. apprehension methods having failed, authorities send out a motley collection of untrained, unlicensed individuals to do their work for them. The Hoosier hotshot, Ensign Tyler Dixon. Despite increased aerial surveillance, confidence amongst tourists and locals alike is far from good. When a shark attacks, no distinction is made between the guilty and the innocent. Waters around Trash Island, where they enjoy a steady diet of hypodermic needles. Back on board the Cajun. Just like Kyle LeBlanc, our young bull is the inheritor of a long family tradition, struggling to find her place in the world. A peculiar biological adaptation. The shark is now an adult, and she should probably spend less, save more, and start researching indexed mutual funds. Excites the shark's olfactory cells. Goaded by lusty appetites, the shark's sole aim is to eat and evolve. Bayou Brawler, the American alligator. decades, Rosie has been a star in Big B's Bayou Buddy stunt show. But our shark is far too young to appreciate Rosie's classic brand of celebrity. Vegetation salinity zones in this area include fresh marsh, intermediate marsh, brackish marsh, and saline marsh. The resilient bull shark is able to navigate all of them with ease. From the moment she's born, the shark's cold, expressionless eyes are constantly on the watch for food. Snaked, canned, salted, or raw, king mackerel remains a time-honored staple of American dinner tables. Nothing gets a kingfish in the mood quite like watching a 73-year-old hit a double bogey. The fact that they've turned the waters off Baton Tordu into a spawning ground attests to their love of seniors golf. Hockey sticks are still legal according to Baton Tordu course rules, but not for long if membership director Doug Thompson has anything to say about it. Seawolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute food. The shark uses lipids from high-fat fare like this to help fuel her reign of terror. These scavengers of the sea are vital in cleaning the ocean floors of edible and semi-edible detritus. Somebody's drinking team has a drowning problem. For our crew to earn the shark hunters' trust, to convince them we were not insurance investigators questioning their disability claims.
Shark fin traders come every year to Baton Tordu. Because what other way is there to celebrate killing beautiful animals for tasteless, nutritionless body parts than a $450 round of golf?
Import this mako from Sri Lanka and train it to guard their community? Not likely, but let's pretend they did, as it makes for a more interesting storyline. This instantized protein makes a great between-meal supplement, giving the shark the energy she needs to put on serious mass. The rapacious rover is always swimming, searching for anything to satisfy the gluttony that is their defining trait. Golden Shores was built on an elevated coastal hazard area. And while they don't have any disaster prevention strategy in place, I'm sure it'll be fine. This protein supplement has 0 additives, so the shark doesn't have to worry about hitting artificial colors or flavors. The Sultan of Speed, the Mako. And aggressive, the Mako is known as the peregrine falcon of sharks. But as the peregrine is a land-based bird, this designation means nothing to the Mako. Sapphire Bay's famous Pier 1 provides the bull shark is able to attain larger maximal sizes through selective feeding. Supercharged with gene-altering mutagens, the shark now has an asymmetric edge on the competition. Pride in boat ownership manifests itself in a variety of ways here at Port Locals. While homeless and itinerant, hobos will work for a living. They are not to be confused with bums, who are sedentary and refuse to work. Like his son Jeff. There's no such thing as a recession-proof business, except for the frozen banana stand. Whether boom or bust, the demand for reliable, quality frozen bananas remains a constant. No one can tell what may be found in a shark's stomach. It's truly the ocean's garbage can. Not really a gourmand, the bull shark will eat just about anything. Only here can the shark discover the miracle of self-love. As is well known, volleyballs make way better friends than soccer balls, who will stab you in the back the first chance they get. The bull shark is known to be a voracious, if hardly discriminating, eater. America's largest shark finning enterprise, Mama Maybelle Bryant has collected quite a fleet of recreational boats. Her fail sons, Randall and Tyson, can often be spotted piloting them around Sapphire Bay. parrotfish here have kept Sapphire Bay's local hammerhead healthy and strange-looking. A shark is never one to pass up a fat fiesta. During Prohibition, the pier functioned as a dock for rum runners, transporting British-made liquors from the Bahamas. Contrary to urban legend, the bull shark cannot live out of water. If only someone had done their 6th grade reading assignment, perhaps this tragedy could have been avoided. Like most American cities, the founders of Port Clovis were Freemasons, and probably Illuminati, who congregated in secret UFO bases to perform Luciferian blood rituals. Bull shark is an animal of broad dietary proclivities. Over the course of a bull shark's life, it will ingest quite a broad assortment of flotsam and jetsam. Believe it or not, people paid over $12,000 to sleep in these tents and listen to Swedish DJs for an entire weekend. The predatory scavenger is often quite content to dine on whatever wastes fall to the ocean floor. Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of the evolutionary anomaly, the hammerhead. Danger on the water for shark hunters? Determined process servers. Their boats laden with bench warrants and affidavits.
I used to take God to the cockpit, and it wasn't nothing but me to get aboard. The fact that he was afraid of that Ferris wheel should have told me he wasn't never gonna be no shark.
Long a haven for small government ideologues, Port Clovis prides itself in its lax amusement park safety standards. shark triumphs, overcoming her opponent's clearly superior depth perception.
That's the one what took my hand, all right. Get yourself ready, boy. Now we playing with fire. Come on. This is just a game we play. Give you that big rag of tea. Y'all working my last nerve, girlie. Girl's a crafty monster. Somebody help me! He's literally eating. Need reinforcements. Don't drag ass now. That damn cage cost me $3,000. She's catching her wig. Boy. I've been waiting for you,
Scaly Pete Even for sharks, it's important to create personal time for sober self-reflection. Sometimes even sharks just need to dirty ball. Sharks' propensity to clear the ocean of its assorted detritus is one of their most valuable functions. While fostering a balanced ecosystem is a complex and multifaceted process, what harm could arise from killing a bunch of seals? Port Clovis's most disreputable citizens have converged on the area.
Prosperity Sands ain't had no shark attacks. You can thank old Pete for that. Prosperity Sands sure ain't.
Hunger is a driving force for the bullshit.
Come at me.
Mutagen 23 is certainly heating up the evolutionary arms race. Anyone who has delved into the stomach contents of a shark is acutely aware that they'll eat just about anything.
Well, nobody can say we didn't try.
The battle is over, but the war goes on. scavengers, indiscriminately consuming anything that's vaguely edible. The two happiest days in a sailor's life are the day he buys his boat and the day he sells it, unless it's splintered. This trawler, operated by Roger Cantrell, recently broke the state record for number of revocable commercial fishing offenses. The shark is now an elder, and thus begins a new battle against systemic age discrimination. Supplement wouldn't be necessary if this shark ate a more nutritious, well-balanced diet. This shark understands that she needs to eat essential minerals to stay healthy and grow. As we face impending resource scarcity and declining living standards, it's nice to know that in the meantime there's still a place to get a good bamboo fusion massage. Emperor of the Deep, the Great White. Great White is often referred to as the king of the ocean, which gives it a skewed understanding of the role of a monarch in modern society. Coastal risk analysis reveals that someday, someone here is going to get a sizable check from the National Flood Insurance. After losing to King Crush in the 2011 Monster Mania semifinals, Big Finn stepped away from the limelight for a simpler, more natural way of life. Protein caches like this one are a convenient and tasty way for sharks to increase their protein intake. Performance-enhancing mutagens. Sea turtle numbers have exploded. Bad news for seagrass, great news for orcas who enjoy torturing and eating them. Shockingly, this was only Alex's second worst birthday. If you're like me, you're probably wondering what their secret is for such durable papier-mâché. Recently, Port Clovis has gained a reputation for its derivative, politically confused street art. Palates more refined, they prepare their turtle meat with just a splash of Amontillado. The appetite of this shark is nearly insatiable. Quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks. The white and black attack, the orca. The bull shark demonstrates the importance of getting enough minerals in her diet. Orcas do enjoy playing with toys, but not half as much as a day-old seal carcass. Once the featured attraction at marine mammal parks, now have a new favorite trick, killing things. From a statistical standpoint, one can only conclude that a shark attack should be the least of humankind's worries. Clovis retaliates against the shark by sending some of its most disreputable citizens.
I catch 3 of them killer whales, they got their fish fingers. You could say I got a real keen eye for talent. Oh no, the wheelers really gotta work on those side areas.
Just 3% of hunter deaths. Drugs, alcohol, and poor firearm handling account for the rest. Aberration caused by the fish mistaking a human for a seal. As humans and seals are virtually indistinguishable, it's an honest mistake. The corn-fed Colossus, Butcher Boy Brady.
Up ahead!
Circle it!
The situation has escalated, and the price of the shark's head has risen. Fort Clovis City Council never misses an opportunity for cross-franchising. Humans' attention spans are short. They've already forgotten about the shark and her many crimes, so thus ends the bounty. Frozen herring at Fish Fingers, Casanita just wants her favorite comfort food, raw shark liver. The Gulf Stream is just one of many major currents that mariners have used since time immemorial to circumnavigate the globe. The grotto provides a brief respite from the Sturm und Drang of the Gulf. great way to discourage museum attendance is to put your museum underwater. The solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment. Goaded by lusty appetites, the shark's sole aim is to eat and evolve. Even the self-driving technology of Gazorpazorp is not without its reliability concerns. To eat over a ton of food every day, which here in the Gulf mostly consists of hammerhead sharks. 24-karat gold fixtures, 2 discos, circular staircases, and a mosaic swimming pool, the Chatelaine is still only Port Clovis's second most ostentatious yacht. From the moment she's born, the shark's cold, expressionless eyes are constantly on the watch for food.
Fish kills because of these oil tankers spinning. But it brings a lot of money into the economy. Can't argue with that.
An insatiable fish, the bull shark is 9/10 appetite. Port Clovis has long been a popular dumping ground for the military, thanks to its lenient regulations and low tipping fees. Seawolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute
I said Captain Blighty sunk his treasure somewhere around here. Been funding a diving expedition every year for 10 years and I ain't found it yet.
benefits from high-fat fare like this to help fuel her reign of terror. These scavengers of the sea are vital in cleaning the ocean floors of edible and semi-edible detritus. Another unsuccessful shark hunt for the close. Only here can the shark discover the miracle of self-love. The cetacean assassin, the sperm whale. The world practically ran on sperm whales. Now we can only watch them from afar, dreaming of tapping their skulls for all that sweet spermaceti. The shark is now a megashark, often referred to by scientists as the 64-ounce gas station soda of large marine predators. Pete has built an impressive battleship, but will it be enough to endure the prehistoric might of a mega shark?
Hello there, girlie. As you can see, I came prepared today. I'ma fix you up real pretty. Gonna hurt you bad. Getting tired of looking at y'all ugly face. This is into a real knockdown dragon. I'll turn your dorsal spine into a walking stick. Dark rose bush. Need reinforcements. Don't drag ass now. We back on. Y'all only got more ugly. Getting tired of looking at y'all ugly face. Y'all gonna look so pretty mounted on my wall. Somebody get down there.